What's up, everybody? My name is James Ayala. I'm an online student at Full Sail University, and this is my live training reflection video for week 1 in the class Visual Frameworks. This week we were introduced to Titanium Studio. So since this is a short video, I will show you a couple things that I learned very quickly. First off, to configure and update your SDKs, which you do not want to update your SDKs while you're in this class. We all have to stay on the same version. But once you're out of this class and you want to see if there's a new version, you just go to Get Started and you scroll down here, and this is where you can find your configured native SDKs. Over here to the right, it will just let you know what's going on. iOS SDK is installed correctly. And my Android SDK, there is an update available, but we will not be updating that until we are out of this class. Next thing I wanted to talk about is the Project Explorer over here. This is what's known as your workspace. And as you can see, this is my current project I have in this workspace. But let's say I had a project in a different file or folder, or a different folder, and I wanted to switch over to that workspace. So you could just come up here to File and scroll down to Switch Workspace. And over here you will have a couple options, but if one of those options is not where your project is, you just go to Other, and you could browse the rest of your computer and find that workspace and hit OK. Now once you do hit OK, one thing to point out is Titanium Studio will relaunch. It will close and relaunch. So if you're not prepared for that or you don't know about that, you might think that the program crashed, but it did not. It is just relaunching, and it will open up with your new workspace opened up. One other thing that I did want to go through is while you're on your project, let me just open up my app.js file here. Let's say I wanted to have another JavaScript file and link it to this file, which we will be required to do, and which I have already done, but that's a little later in the week. To create a new file, you go up to File, New, and if you wanted to create another project, that's exactly how you would create another project as well, but we want to create another file. So we go down here to File, and here's where you will put your file name. So if I just wanted to do a file, I would do New File and .js. And if I hit Finish, this will create a new JavaScript file. And later on in the week, you will learn how to link to that file from here and use two JavaScript files for the same. And I imagine eventually we will be using multiple JavaScript files, because as you can see, I don't even really have any JavaScript here. This is all Titanium stuff dealing with labels and stuff, and there's no code here because it's on my second one and I already have 65 lines of code. So once you start adding code, you don't want to be working with 300, 400, 500 lines of code, so you will be using multiple JavaScript files. Until next week, I thank you for watching, and I will see you then.